The reason that I decided to run for Congress is because I am totally and completely sickened by the situation that I see now with illegal immigration in this country. Illegal immigration is the greatest possible danger that this country is facing right now. It angers me to no end that the first question that I hear come up in the question of what do we do about illegal immigration, the first issue is, what does big business want? Surely we have to have the cheap labor. Surely we can't really go and arrest the businessmen who are intentionally hiring illegal immigrants, primarily because these are the big contributors to both of the parties. I find that to be sickening that big business seems to be the one making the decision. The second issue that seems to come up as to how we should decide the issue is which political party can manipulate this best to get the most votes when we do declare these people to be legal citizens of this country. No one ever bothers to ask the question, what is best for America? I am totally sickened by partisan politics that have ended up not caring about what's best for you and me as American citizens. You probably know many of the problems that we face with the issue of illegal immigration. I'm sure you know that as soon as a baby is born in this country, that under the current interpretation of the Constitution, that child is automatically a citizen. Do you know that it's very common for illegal immigrants with a pregnant wife to sit waiting at the border, just waiting on the verge of giving birth to a child, to then intentionally rush across the border, where our laws require that we take them into the system, we deliver the child is then a legal citizen. 1/3 of the babies born in Los Angeles are to illegal immigrants. We know the fight with the English language. We know that we can't even get a law passed in Congress that simply declares that English is the official language of this country. On the morning that I awakened to Good Morning America, turned it on and saw 500,000 illegal aliens in our country protesting, many of them carrying Mexican flags, demanding rights and demanding what we do with them. I yelled to my wife in the other room, excuse my language, we are damn fools. And she said, what did you say? And I said again, we are damn fools. And my friend, it is my humble opinion that if we don't do something about illegal immigration, we are indeed fools. It is a mockery, it is an insult to America's fighting men and women that we send them to foreign soil to perhaps die in the service of our country, to defend freedom some other far place of the earth, when at the same time we're leaving our back gate open. The back door is open right next to us while we're sending the military across the ocean. Part of my vision is that there will be a day when I will not have to wake up in the morning to the possibility that I will see my president holding hands, walking through the garden with the king of Saudi Arabia, the country where 9 of the 11 9/11 hijackers came from. Part of my vision is that I will not have to wake up in the morning and find out that my president has been schmoozing it up with the president of Mexico. This is my president who has actually apologized to the president of Mexico for sending the National Guard to our borders to be part of trying to stop the flow. How absurd is it? Think about it a second. How ridiculous is it that we would be apologizing to the other country for simply protecting our own border? I believe that generally corporate America has bought and sold the Congress of the United States. I believe that the Congress has put the issue of illegal immigration on the back burner until this current election cycle is over, at which time I believe the intention of Congress is to open the floodgates, come up with the guest worker program, which really is simply a hidden way to call it, what it really is an amnesty program, and then basically open the floodgates so that all of these 12 to 20 million illegal aliens will automatically become citizens. I think that would be a great error and a great injustice. It is my fear that one of these days, all perhaps on the same day, there will be 100 explosions in this country. They probably won't be on the magnitude of 9/11. They probably will not be huge, but they will be on school buses. They will be in Walmarts. They will be at athletic events and in schools. They will be in your neighborhood. And they will be in places not like New York City and Chicago necessarily. They will be in places like Bunkie and Fargo and Boise, Idaho. Corporate America has completely taken over this country. Not one of you has not had the experience of seeing American jobs go overseas. When I personally asked Jim McCrary about this at a meeting of the Restaurant Association 4 years ago, Jim said, "Oh, not to worry. These will all be menial jobs." Do you know that today, if you have an MRI done in Shreveport, Louisiana, that the odds are that it will be read by a radiologist in India, across the internet, and it will be rubber stamped by an American doctor, but the work is being done for about 17 to 20 cents on the dollar in India. If you have an architectural job that you get bid in this country, even in Shreveport, there's a good chance that the drafting work will not be done here. It will be sent over to Taiwan. And again, when it comes back, it'll be stamped by an American engineer, but the work and the job will be done over there. I am obviously passionate about the issue of illegal immigration. I am passionate about the issue of the dangers of corporate America buying and selling Congress in such a way that there's no longer any commitment at all from American business to this country. That's why I'm running for Congress, because I believe I can make a difference. People say, "Chester, you are a fool. Jim McCrary has $1.7 billion in his checking account and you have virtually zero." What I want to tell you, it is my earnest belief that one man can make a difference. And the way one man can make a difference is if one congressional district decides to put that one man in Congress. Can you imagine the impact on the Congress of the United States of America if the 4th Congressional District of Louisiana were, because of these issues, were to put out of office a congressman who had been in office 18 years, a congressman who has been bought and sold by big business to the tune of $1.7 million in his checking account, a man who is destined to be the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, a man who has been Mr. Republican for all 18 years, albeit I would say that he's basically been the Republican water boy all these years. Can you imagine the impact if one man made himself available and one congressional district were to take that stance? I dare tell you, not only could one man make the difference, but one congressional difference could not only change that particular issue, I dare tell you that it could change the country, it perhaps could change the world. And I'm telling you that that's why I'm running for Congress, because this is the only way that I feel that I can get these issues dealt with and be listened to, not just on my own behalf, but on your behalf as well. The truth is, this is not simply an issue. This is for the 4th Congressional District. This really is America's campaign. Thank you again for coming. You honor me by being here. I ask you to vote for me, but primarily I ask you to vote for America.